Ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2. Our friend's house.
Podcast.
Well, we hit our right on the 20-minute
20-minute
setup mark.
Yeah,
our
it
infamous
takes-
20-minute setup
it's-
mark.
I thought we did it faster this time.
What if my special talent is that I have like a very good ASMR voice?
ASMR voice.
Does this
Alright,
make you
and
feel
then
good?
you just sit here.
Wait, I'm like dirty talking into
Yeah,
the microphone.
yeah, no, alright, cool. Hello. I like how we did the intro and then we just
didn't
kind of just
mean
started
for it
right
to
into our own
sound so,
conversations.
Sounded so
So-
creepy.
I'm so confused.
Sexual.
What'd you do?
Say
I was
it.
just like, I was trying my ASMR voice out, and I was just like, does this feel good or something?
Oh
like
my
that? I was like,
God.
does this make you feel good?
I'm just gonna bleep it all out.
But I did it in like such a like. That was very rapey.
Lo hizo en una forma de dámelo todo, chico.
Alright, well, we didn't do the intro before we even started talking or
gosh.
whatever. So, yeah, welcome back to our friend's house in video format again.
Videos.
Welcome.
Yeah. No, it took us. I don't
Okay,
know.
it's okay.
Yeah.
It was fun. A little audio.
Yeah, the audio episode wasn't too bad. I enjoyed it. But yeah. All right, so. Do you remember?
Sorry, I was trying to think of one for me, but... Tenemos el compa Bass Drop. Una vez con ustedes, chicos. El compa Bass Drop. Si tú quieres llegar así con una ensalada, una señorita celery. Dale. Ragu pasta boy.
Pasta boy.
Y aquí,
Ravioli.
y aquí el pinche maldito duende. Marquish.
No, it's Marquise.
Marquise.
Marquise is a little racist.
You can put that on a fucking... I don't fucking know where I'm going.
That was the
You know how
best intro
sometimes
so
you say
far.
words and you don't know where you're going with them?
Well, yeah, okay. Welcome back, everyone. This episode, even the audio episode was a little bit improvised, but this episode might be a little bit more improvised because we're just kind of doing video. We were going to reschedule it to a different day, but we're like, it gives
Let's
us
just
more
do it.
time to work on it today. So, yeah, so we might be a little out of it. Isidro and Marco are a little out of it.
I am a little out of it.
Yeah, so,
We don't have anything specific to
I
talk
think
about today, which is the fun part.
I
yeah.
don't think there's been an episode where I'm not.
The Batman episode, you're pretty good.
Oh,
So,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, but I think the first episode, just like the first episode, we just kind of started and see where it went, and we got a really good story out of it. So that's
Yeah.
kind of the plan for today. But yeah, so we got Celery Celeste sitting next to her is Isidro Bass Drop.
Cedric Bass Drop, yeah.
Yeah, Rigo,
Pasta boy.
and I don't know, what do you want your nickname to be?
Today you could call me Meatball Mike.
Meatball Mike Marco.
So that you guys go together.
That's right.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Ragu
I love getting
meatballs.
covered in the sauce.
The size.
Dude.
That
was
white
great.
chocolate drizzle.
Okay. All right, stop.
Anyway,
Chocolate sauce? Chocolate sauce?
I like how like you have like Celeste next to you, so then she'd be like, "All right, pull it back," and then I have to also be here with Marco, like, "All right,
pull it back.
pull it back."
Anyways,
Forgive me, guys.
But yeah, I don't know. We finally figured out how to check out the comments. So yeah, we saw Alejandro's comment. I don't know if you had a chance to see
he
it.
said hashtag justice for Cedrics.
Yeah, that was on the muffin story video.
And he also said fuck food for less.
Yeah, he said "fuck food for less" and hashtag justice for Cedric.
It'd be like that, homeboy. But you know, we're out here, we're sticking it to the man. Show us them aliens, man.
But yeah, and then we hit back Joanna. Bro, your sister's like really quick on the comments.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, dude. She tells me, she's like, should I write like a paragraph? And I'm like,
No, but like
I don't know.
quick within like right when we upload.
Yeah.
Like, she's
Oh.
quick with,
Like I
yeah.
uploaded, I think like an hour later, like she had a comment there.
Not quick in how many words you get.
Yeah, and okay, so yeah, I don't know if it's because Marco's high or what, but like
No.
it's just been going over his head. Like the intro,
Everything is
yeah.
going-
I'm so sorry.
Isidro asked him to shorten the intro a little bit.
He played it
He
faster.
started playing it faster.
Oh no.
Instead of condensing it, he was like,
Oh
"Well,
my God.
I'll play the same length but faster."
I guess technically that does kind of shorten it.
That's
a little
embarrassing.
That does shorten it, I
yeah,
guess.
but that's not what we meant.
No,
Yeah.
but it was already a pretty fast song, so he tried playing it faster, and it's like there's no way, so he just ended up just hell out of whack.
And then right now we're like, your sister's quick with the comments.
She's like,
Yeah, no, she really likes writing long comments.
Bro, it's because,
no, we see you, Joanna. Our number
Yeah,
one
we see
fan.
you, Joanna.
you know why? It's because she got that notification bell on.
Oh,
Oh,
So don't forget to give us a like, subscribe, comment.
and
What's
turn
your
off that
favorite food?
notification.
What do you want us to talk about?
Oh, I noticed that in the last episode we didn't tell him to comment something specific.
Oh
And
yeah,
the
yeah,
last
because we
two-
just did it quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we
I was
didn't.
like, wait, now
Yeah.
we won't look for. Last time was muffins and then clover. We don't
Okay,
have anything to.
so that's what I wanted. Okay, so we can talk about this a little bit. So I've had 2 people ask me now,
Huh?
what's up with the song? Because
What?
in the first episode, he promised that whoever commented 3-leaf clover, he would sing a song, a unique song for each person.
Oh man!
Oh shit!
And
I totally
I was
forgot
like,
about
why'd you
That's
make
facts.
it? I was like, why'd you make it a unique song? You could have just made one song
That's facts.
for everyone that commented.
Now you just have some homework to do, Marco.
Yeah, which again, like, if you guys aren't serious about him having to write a unique song,
I mean,
he can make a song for everyone who commented.
I mean, fuck it. Yeah, everyone who commented that day or around that time,
Yeah.
like, I'll do it. Fuck it.
A song. You're not gonna write like 6 different songs. It'll just be one song for those people.
It'll be like a birthday song.
Okay, so it'll be like one song for everyone. It won't be like a unique song because I feel like writing like I think it was like 4
Oh, you want me to
different
just
people.
make like one for everybody?
Yes.
Like, yeah, like. My God.
One for everyone who comments. So
For, like, the
one,
squad.
one collective song.
It's like
for
one
everyone.
collective
It's like
song.
bringing a big party pizza
Yes.
to the party.
Yes. Not one personal pizza for
Yeah.
everyone.
You're not doing
everybody.
one song for
Oh.
each person.
One
You're doing one for
personal
everyone.
birthday pizza for everybody.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
think
Wait, we're doing
confusing
personal
it.
pizzas?
No personal. Wait.
Okay,
Pizzas?
I don't think you or you should.
How the
Songs?
fuck did we get?
right now.
Not pizzas. Why are we actually thinking of it actually being
Marco,
pizzas?
just one song. Just
One song.
Just
Yeah,
one,
one song.
Yeah.
One song
for the
One-
squad.
for
For
the
the
One
our
song and one song
subscribers.
only.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's your homework.
Yes.
That took like
Okay.
1 whole minute.
I'm down for
to
that.
Yeah.
explain.
I'm down for
All
that.
right, guys. This is what happens when we don't plan shit out.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But
Oh, that was funny.
I'm
sorry.
a organized in an in an unorganized fashion. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's I
what
feel like,
great. Okay. Oh, go.
I feel like I'm one of those people that, like, you know, you're messy,
Mhm.
but like you're not messy because you know where everything is.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
as soon as someone's like, te voy a limpiar esto, no, ya sabía dónde estaba. You know, like I already know where it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't
No, I'm
know.
the complete opposite. I need to be.
Yeah, no.
organized.
See, I wish I
Okay,
was like that.
that's
though.
what I was gonna tell you. And shout out to Joanna for like pointing it out when she came to visit and checked out the studio.
The studio?
yeah, we had a studio tour. When she was just saying all the nice like organized things that you have in this apartment, like
House.
yeah, house. Yeah, I'm just like. I'm like, I don't know. There are things that I wouldn't have in like that I wouldn't take the time to do in my small apartment. But when I see it in your apartment, I'm like, wow, this is really nice.
Yeah, she's got a touch for that stuff.
I'm
Yeah.
very like I need to have
I
things
mean,
organized.
I do too.
It stresses
No,
me
yeah,
out.
like
having
Yeah.
like a mess.
I'm pretty sure. Was it me who picked that wall for the woof?
No.
No,
The
but I
roof?
picked the wall for the clock.
The
And
giant
that clock
clock?
looks fucking nice.
Yeah, no,
That
it looks
clock is
nice.
fucking tight as
I guess
shit.
okay. I'm talking about that stuff, but I'm also talking about like you
The
know how like
little
your
things.
dish soap has
Oh,
like a
yeah,
dish
like-
bottle.
Like the
the
little
cutesy
details.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that shit, guys.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
She has
catch
like
her at Dollar Tree and shit.
yeah, like
all the
No,
her
time.
Target dollar
dish
spot.
soap has its own custom bottle, and then there's
Yeah.
a separate custom
hand
bottle
soap.
for hand soap, and it says
And it's
dish
labeled.
on it and hand soap on it.
Fat ass waste of time. I'm sorry. Like it looks nice.
It's
I
nice.
agree. It looks
It's
really
nice.
nice. But
Yeah, I
You
have
know
to
what I
have
will
things
say?
organized.
maybe because I mean, she grew up with it too. I grew up with it. I grew up with like a very traditional Mexican household. So
Me too.
there was no cute little organ. No, it was the fucking Tupperware little charolitas
Yeah,
or
Well, yeah, same here.
jalapeno cans
yeah.
and vinagre, chile and vinagre cans emptied with like beans in them or anything else.
She just
That's the thing,
learned, bro.
But I don't
No,
get it
she's
from
civilized.
someone though. I don't get it from anyone in my family.
Yeah.
like
I
it's just
know.
me.
I'm not
like,
saying
it's-
that.
it's me as a person.
I know. I'm going for that. I like that homie vibe more than all the little containers and things. Like it looks nice. It looks
I'm so
nice.
confused as to what the fuck is happening.
Bro, Marco didn't even know what the fuck we're talking about.
He said
Like it looks
he
nice.
he-
I've told you it looks nice.
Yeah.
you open
But
the
it just
can of
but maybe for
jalapenos
me it's
and then
because
put
like
the beans
well
in there.
now it looks like every other like little house like this that you see on like YouTube or
That's the
TikTok
thing.
or
I don't know
something.
people that put effort into an apartment like that. Like
oh okay
like,
no,
I
well, she
live-
showed
I
me
live
a
in
lot
a
of videos
messy-
of
Ese man-
I live in like a
TikTok,
messy ass
and
apartment
I'm
with
just
like.
oh well, I might as well be living in their house. That's just the way I think of
I
it.
guess I don't know. It's just I see like
Not
my
to degrade
apartment.
anything that she does,
Yeah,
because it does look really nice and she has the touch for it. But like I said, I find it just it's more of a hobby and it's more
It's
of like a
the
thing that
effort.
makes her feel good.
It stresses me out to have a mess. Like the table right now has all that
Yeah.
shit on it. I want to clean it off. Like I don't like all that. Like, I don't
and
like
for
seeing
those of you
that.
that can't see the table, oh dang, we got a visitor, our first guest,
Celebrity.
celebrity guest. Who could it be?
Very
Who could it
brief
be?
intermission.
Yeah, who's got the? What?
Huh?
I think I'm gonna need my wallet.
What?
I need that idea,
For what?
Put my fucking dick in the camera.
Gotta sit back, Marco.
Like, the table doesn't even have that much stuff. It has like a bag.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna explain. That like the table only has like a
It
bag.
shouldn't have anything on it though. It should just have the little like center thing.
But I like the plants.
Sit back, Marco. The
They
mic's
don't go there
over
though.
here.
They don't go there.
No, wait, it's like the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Marco wouldn't sit back, and I had to keep telling him to move up. And now that I have the microphone for him to be comfortable,
rebel.
he sits up, and I'm just like, bro, sit down.
I question the things I do on the daily.
All right, so yeah, that wasn't our celebrity guest. That was DoorDash.
How the fuck, dude?
Sorry for the brief
Okay,
little.
so like
Hilarious.
the thing is, all right. So Isidro at the top of the podcast when we started it, he didn't want to do it. He says that like, oh, it takes up like a lot of time, and then we don't have time
He
to
didn't
hang
have
out.
energy for it. Is what he
So
said.
yeah, so I say let's do it really quickly so then we can hang out and do stuff. But then he takes his sweet time to do everything and then starts ordering DoorDash when we start the podcast. And I'm like, you had an hour before the podcast to order stuff. And he didn't. He just sat there.
It's because I got
He got in the mood. To
yeah,
drink,
I
guess.
took a couple hits and I just got really happy and then Marco
El ambiente se
Marco.
armó.
It's Celeste. Okay, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I appreciate the organization and stuff because Celeste did order her DoorDash and ate and stuff before the podcast. And then Isidro's like, oh, we're starting the podcast?
And I
Let me
ordered.
start doing other things.
Yeah, honestly, I completely forgot. Like I did it, and then I was just like, I was thinking,
You
I
were
just didn't want
ordering
to say
as we
nothing.
were setting up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just like, wait, they're gonna come right when the podcast is like ongoing. Yeah,
Yeah. Should have been like, hey, you want to try to be a guest?
Probably like, huh?
Shout out to the homies.
Did they look cool or did they not look cool?
What do you mean?
Like they would come in and join in on the podcast.
It was a girl. She was quiet.
Like our age.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, I need the ID. She's like, yeah. Like that. And I
I
was just
asked
like,
her to say hi on the podcast.
Give a shout out.
Give a shout
So
out.
how-
Shout out to the DoorDash lady who gave Isidro alcohol.
The homies out there and living it up in Davis.
But yeah, I don't know. Okay, so going back to the organization stuff, like living with like another guy that like doesn't organize shit like at all, and like me who like will lose stuff in the fridge, it gets aggravating. Like I don't know, like so it's kind of nice when I come here and I'm just like, oh, like everything's like where it's
In its
supposed to
place.
be,
Yeah.
and it's labeled, and I can
Everything's
find
labeled,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, it's nice. Like even the light switches in the apartment are labeled.
I know we labeled everything.
Yeah, like
That was my idea though.
Oh, okay.
To label all the switches and everything. That was
Back
my
in the
idea.
apartment, it was.
This is a house.
Yeah, no, there's a house. They got like a whole house going on. Here.
Well, it's because there's so many light switches. It's like, how do you know which one's which? So that's why you label them. Label maker.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I know. I got her a label maker as a gift.
Yeah, cause
That's legit.
okay,
That's the type of gifts I like.
That's legit.
okay, cause like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, I guess you guys like told stories or whatnot. Cause, I mean, like, and Eric like listens to the podcast. So it's like I'm
Hi,
not like,
Eric.
yeah, like putting him like on blast or whatever. But it's like, bro, like there'll be shit that like gets left in the fridge and it's like it'll start growing stuff. like, and I'm just
Está
like,
peludo, vale.
like bro, like I was making a sandwich the other day. Oh no, there was a dog downstairs and like it was crying a lot and I felt really bad. I think they were babysitting or whatnot, and I was like, he looked kind of hungry. His like kibble was empty, so I was like gonna give him a piece of ham. So I go in the fridge and I look for the slice, the deli meats,
Mm-hmm.
and I see this like rotisserie chicken deli meat, and I don't buy that brand. And I was like, who the hell has this in here? And I like opened it and it was orange.
Ugh.
And I was like, yo, what? And then when Eric got home later, I was like,
orange?
yeah, bro, it had like orange fungus growing on it. The thing was gross.
Like some fucking Mario shit.
Yeah, bro. It looked like a freaking Mario mushroom. And when he gets home, I tell him like, hey, like, there's a ham in there, like, and it's got like fungus growing on it. He was like,
Got that
he was
shit
like,
from The Last of Us on it, bro.
yeah, and he was like, oh yeah, I saw it, and I was like, well, so why did you throw it away? and then, bro, 2 weeks later, it was still there,
Bro.
Eric, what are you doing?
So then I had to throw it out, and I was like, so then I come here, I'm like, I see the nice like organization.
See the little things because he
You haven't lived with that guy, bro.
I know. No, he just little things he leaves out. Like every time he gets, it's on the counter right now. If something's empty, like the milk, he finishes the milk, he leaves it on the counter. He finishes something, he leaves the package on the
I
counter.
think that's
and he
that's,
does it. The trash can.
That's a
right
reflex from
there.
living at home, though.
It's right
Yeah.
Because
there.
right next to where the sink is, off to the right is where we would put the cans.
I don't know. It's just one little thing. Like he just leaves
And then
everything.
from there,
It's
like the
throw it
bag, and
away.
then we take them out. Yeah.
And then he
I
leaves
think
his
that,
socks
like,
everywhere.
I'm like, oh, a
Socks.
big
Yeah.
big milk jug to be recycled. I'm not gonna
It's
toss
right
it in there
there.
because one, it takes up all the space on the little can we have, and two, just reflex.
I think it's just the second one. I think it's just the second one.
I like how he's like, and 3?
Because I've
Reflex.
told him like
He
all
just,
this
like,
time.
stares at the camera.
We've been together for what, almost 4 years, and I remind you of this every single time you do it.
What?
He still does it.
What?
Leaving the things on the counters.
Oh yeah. I mean, she had like a huge
Anyways.
impact on me in that regard, though. Like not that I was super, even at home, I wasn't super messy. Like my room
Mhm.
might have been not. It wasn't like a freaking. It was not dirty, but it was messy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
because I don't
It
know you
wasn't
for
gross,
being.
but it was just like I would leave stuff. My
No,
clothes
it wasn't, like,
on the
dirty,
ground
it's
or
just has-
shoes
it's
out.
He's not a
messy.
dirty guy.
No, he's
like
just
from
messy.
like
It's
from
just
what
messy.
I mean, shit, I
No,
know.
yeah.
You wouldn't leave a ham growing
No,
orange
no.
mold in your
I mean, he
refrigerator.
gets paranoid with the milk, like
Yeah.
being the milk being there for a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how he's like 2 weeks later it's still there.
Okay, the thing is that he saw it and didn't throw it out, and then we said it, and then you would think that then you throw it out, but then 2 weeks later I was cleaning out the fridge again, and I found it again, and I was like, what the fuck is it still in here? Like, is he trying to build a city in here? Or what?
A microbiome, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna open it up, there's gonna be spaceships in there and shit. Yeah, but okay,
he's not dirty. He's just messy. Like,
and does
just
he
leaves
like? I assume that like you're appreciative of it, like
hope so.
Yeah, no. What I mean by is like if you clean something, like he won't then just go and then make it dirty again.
No.
Like he'll like try to
No.
keep it clean.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For the
I
most part.
if I dirty up, it's always accident. Like I don't do it ever with like I just don't give a fuck. I'm gonna leave it here. Rarely. Not to say that I've never done it.
Mm-hmm.
Sticking it to the man.
Rarely. Yeah, I don't mean it like that. Like that.
No, he doesn't do it like
you know what I
purposely.
mean.
He doesn't like go
Like
out.
I'm like no. Usually I'm just like no, and then it's not even necessarily because it's like oh, out of the goodness of my heart, or look at me, I'm clean. No, it's because I'm just like she's gonna say something,
Huh?
just to
He
avoid
won't, like, it's-
the trouble.
Anyways. Yeah, he won't. Like every time I'm just like, oh, we need to clean this weekend. He's just like, like okay, like we have to clean. Like he doesn't like
That's
cleaning.
nice
You
though.
always
He
gotta
doesn't
clean,
like
bro.
cleaning.
Yeah, you guys are clean.
Once I get going, I don't mind it, but I hate starting.
It's like everything. Like I don't know.
I know.
I
Like,
know.
what the-
Like we've started hanging out more recently.
And you're like noticing these things.
Yeah, like most of the time, I'm like I know that.
I feel like I like living with you though.
Yeah, no. I think we would enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm similar in that way. Like, remember when we started hanging out? Like I told you, I'm like, hey, bro. Like, if I make up an excuse, like,
Like,
tell me to just
do
come because
Yeah.
It's the
it's hard
starting
for
of
me to
everything.
get there. Yeah, but once I'm
there,
doing it,
yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah.
And I noticed that like then you were like that when we started hanging out, but then now that we hang out so often, you need that like little push. Like hanging out is the easy part, but then getting things started
Yeah.
once we're doing them,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
need like
Yeah.
like with the podcast, like like you like me and Marco or like whatever, like I need to tell you like, oh, move there, like move here, and it's like
Yeah.
but then once the mics get rolling, you're like,
All right.
Yeah.
all right, like I'm in it.
I need
Push.
yeah, like not that it's not like it gets boring. It's I'm like that with everything.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I'm just the podcast is an example, but
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like it's when we're sitting here and we were trying to watch a movie, like we'll just sit here and talk for like 2 hours
Yeah,
before
and
watching
then-
the movie.
yeah.
And then by the time we're watching the movie, I'm falling asleep.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like we
every single movie we watched, he's falling.
It's because I get I'm tired. Like I crash. I crash.
Michael's laughing
like,
because it's
because
true.
but we
Yeah,
spend the
dude.
entire time
We're
talking.
talking. And
Yeah.
Every single one without fail.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, he'll fall asleep while people are talking.
Yeah. Yes. We'll be
Yeah.
having some deep conversations over here.
And you
And
just
he's like
You're like, what
And I
do you
just feel
think,
her,
Isidro?
Her nudge me, or
And then he
Rigo-
gets
or Rigo-
mad and
I
he's
feel
like, "I'm
the nudge,
awake."
or Rigo's like I noticed you were glancing at me. I was just like, "Fuck, open your eyes." And I managed for a little bit. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's kind of going up.
My favorite part is when he's like, I'm awake.
I know he gets mad. He
I'm
gets
listening.
defensive.
He's like, I'm
He's like,
listening.
no,
Do I
you're
do that?
not.
Oh, yeah, you do
Yes.
Yeah.
Every single time out, like when you're literally falling asleep, like I know you're falling asleep because he'll twitch, and like
Yeah.
that's how I
Yeah,
know
he
he's
twitches.
falling asleep.
Yeah,
He'll
yeah.
start twitching, and I'll like nudge him, and he's like, "I'm awake." Like he'll get so mad.
Yeah, no,
You're denying
you do
it.
that. Yeah, no, and then he'll be like, no, I'm still. Even if I'm falling asleep, I'm still
still
hearing
listening.
it.
No, you're
and then
not.
like we're
No,
like,
you're
so
not.
so what was happening in the movie right now? He'd be like, well, like this happened, and I'm like, bro, that happened 30 minutes ago.
Even the facial expressions right now.
That's awake.
So funny. Oh god, you're learning things.
Yeah.
I almost fell asleep in Avengers,
In Avengers,
The
like the
like-
first Avengers.
the end game.
Oh, that was long.
Oh.
Yeah, I couldn't fall asleep in that one. There's a lot going on in that one.
Yeah, I was just like,
Yeah, no, and it's weird because And that's how I know him. When you're falling asleep on a movie, it's not necessarily like a hit on the movie.
No, he's
Like we could be watching like the best movie of all time, like, and he'll fall
he'll still
asleep.
fall asleep.
Like,
Fucking tired.
no, guys. You don't even know. Like he'll fall asleep regardless. Anytime he hits that couch, he's falling
Dude, it's the
asleep.
couch.
Like he legit falls asleep for everything,
the
every
couch.
day. Even on weekends where he's not doing anything, he'll fall
Like
asleep.
I can't. I get comfortable. Gone.
Yeah, literally.
No, dude. Like it's bad.
no,
I have
and when,
Actually
problems.
bad.
when
Like,
we're hanging out, like when we're all hanging out here, like we'll be playing guitar or something, he'll fall asleep, and then when we leave, he stays on the couch.
Yeah.
Like he like when we left on Wednesday, like
Yeah.
he didn't even
Yeah.
get up to say bye. We were just like, bye,
Dude, I was.
Cedro.
I know that. I know,
Yeah.
dude. It was no. The thing is, like, I was half asleep because, like, the next day or some shit, I was like recalling what I thought was like a fucking fever dream or something, dude.
It took
I'm like this,
Oh.
and all I see is like the up down view of like you guys peeking over me. Like if what I would imagine is like getting knocked the fuck out on the street and then waking up and then people being like, "Yo, bro, you okay?" But you guys were just like, "Bye, Isidro. Like, see, we're leaving." And I was just like, "Yeah, bye, guys." I don't even know if I answered, but I thought it, and I was like, "Yeah,
You
bye,
did.
guys."
Yeah,
and,
he
then,
answered.
and then
he was still on that couch for at least an hour after you guys
yeah,
left.
and then I only woke up and went to bed because she
I kept yelling at him to come to bed.
Come to bed, babe. Come to bed.
No response.
He's just
Do you
passed
do
out.
it? Do you do it because you want him to go to bed to be comfortable, or do you get like scared being there by yourself?
No, I just want him to go to bed to be comfortable.
I thought you got a
No,
little scared.
If he was here, I'm not scared if he's here.
Yeah, she just thinks. Yeah.
You're just scared when he goes like out of town or something.
Yeah, when he's not in the house. Like,
That's
no,
fair.
I just wanted him off the couch so he can go to bed like properly instead of having to wake up late in the
And
middle of
because
the night
we
and go
sleep
over there.
like at the same time. We go to bed at the same time.
Yeah.
Like I would feel weird going to. I mean, not that I can't. Like if I was really tired,
Mhm.
but I'd feel weird
I don't even
to
like
go to
going
bed,
to bed at different times.
and her not like being in bed.
That's nice.
Sense.
Yeah, no, I think that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if we're like, even if like we're in bed and like I'm still on my phone, like hours after he's asleep.
Yeah,
it's
like
fine.
she'll be awake. I'll be.
Mhm.
I'll be.
But as
asleep.
long as we're like,
Yeah, no,
go to
I
bed.
believe that, Isidro.
Yeah, he'll be knocked out.
Isidro's like,
The fuck
no,
out."
you don't understand,
No,
bro.
yeah,
like,
bro.
if she's on her phone, I'm falling asleep.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like we wouldn't believe that.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not like we try to have a deep conversation with you when you fell asleep during the
I think
conversation.
the you falling asleep part is not what we're concerned with.
I'm like,
Got
bro,
that down.
oh, you fell asleep on the couches. She was awake.
Have you ever fallen asleep taking a shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like like nodding off.
You?
Well, that's why you asked.
Yeah, honestly,
yeah.
bro.
But okay, he said nodding off. Like, have you?
Not
Like,
straight up,
nodding
dude.
out.
I know people who have fallen asleep showering. Like I've been nodding
No.
off in the shower.
I can maybe a bath, not a shower.
No,
No,
me neither.
I've
The
been-
water
I've
like
done
it
it,
wakes
like-
me up once
What, like I'll
the
close
water
my
falls on.
eyes and
You slip.
yeah,
like
I should've
I struggle if I'm really tired. I can't drive. Like I struggle staying
Yeah,
awake
I
while
can't
driving
drive either, bro.
because
I'm good with that.
driving itself gets me sleepy.
I'm good
Like
with
the
that.
motion
Yeah.
and the sound of like tires on road.
just
Well,
calm
yeah,
it.
the
just-
motion is.
Especially
If it's all
it's
quiet,
like
you don't listen to music
Yeah.
or anything.
No,
and it's
I'm
warm.
really-
it's like the vacuum, heaters, driving, and the fans.
It's
so
just soothing.
you would
The
really
sound-
you would really do well listening to white noise, like going
Yeah.
to sleep.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's
I
why I
go to
listen to
sleep
podcasts.
listening to
I can't-
podcasts every
and
night.
if it's light, she's like, turn it down, like all the way down, basically. I can't even hear it, but I could just kind of make it out. I hate that. Like, I
Yeah.
need to have it
I like
louder.
It. I can't.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
like
Like I need
sleeping
to,
to
I
noise.
need to, I like it's like my
It's
brain.
it's from all the parties when you're a kid. And
My-
you fall asleep.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what it's from.
my brain cannot,
Yeah, dude.
like
yeah.
my brain cannot,
Shut
and
off?
it's gotten worse. Like it used to be. Like
It could
I
be
would always
light.
have it
could
in the
be
background,
light. Yeah,
but it
yeah.
could be
But
light.
then now it has to be louder and louder.
Now, like like my brain can't shut off. It's almost like I probably don't even go into deep sleep
Mhm.
because it's like my brain just can't fucking shut off. Like it needs like that stimulation
Yeah.
of anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, because you and I are very different in that way. Like, I can't just nap. like you'll just do like a power nap and then just like kind of good to go.
His are
No,
not power
they're
naps.
not power
He
naps.
takes
They're
long
sleep.
ass
No, I know,
fucking
I know.
naps.
Straight
Like
up.
2 hours sleep.
He, like,
so
sleeps
no,
for
I
so
don't wake
long.
up feeling energized. I wake up feeling tired,
Yeah.
and then I'm already in the couch. That makes me sleepy. So I'm like, I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh, get on my phone. Like my days off sometimes. Like all I do
Is
is lay-
sleep. The
like,
most
in
of the
bed.
day is sleep.
No, I mean I
She told
believe
me.
that because when I came to visit you, when I was having my lazy day,
Oh yeah.
and then we were gonna hang out. We were supposed to hang out because Celeste was out of town.
Yeah.
And then we were too sleepy. Like
Yeah.
I texted Isidro, I was like, "Yo, I'm still asleep, but I needed to come pick up my wallet."
Yeah.
So then I see him. I didn't even get dressed. I showed up in my sweats, and I just saw him, and he looked so comfy. I was like, I kind of just wanted to be like, "Hey, can I just sleep?"
Yeah.
Take a nap together.
yeah.
Abrazados.
Yeah, no, he likes sleep.
Yeah.
But again, he never looks rested. Like
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like he sleeps
I'm
so
not- I'm
much,
honestly
but
not
it's like
listening.
he's always tired though.
I think it's that.
that's
Like
the
you
thing.
don't actually ever hit deep sleep. You stay in that like
and I know I don't because I don't dream.
yeah.
I don't recall, or I do. The nights I do, I don't recall my dreams. Like I feel like even the recalling the dreams aspect of it, I think is connected to the fact that you're hitting like deep sleep.
You're focused on sleeping.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. So like, obviously I do dream, but I don't ever recall my dreams.
Mm.
I guess that's what we can say that of. Not saying not dreaming is not that you're always dream. We always dream. Everybody
Yeah.
dreams, but we like people recall their dreams. I rarely recall my dreams.
Have you tried tracking your dreams, or can you just do you immediately forget as soon as you wake up?
No. I'll remember bits and pieces, or sometimes I do remember the whole thing. But most of the time, I go to sleep, wake up, and no, like I might as well not have dreamt. Like I didn't dream.
There's
And it's never good stuff too. I don't dream good stuff.
Me
yeah, no, and I think that's why most of the time like I hate like getting like really good dreams or whatnot. Like I told you, that's why I don't really like smoking or whatever before I go to sleep because then I know I'll have very vivid dreams. Whenever that happens, I wake up tired as fuck. Like it might as well have been like I was actually like awake in the dream the entire
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
I feel so nasty when I wake up.
I don't remember the last time I had a good dream. They're always bad, and they're always of him like cheating on me or
Dude,
something.
She has
Literally,
issues.
What the fuck?
it's always
She
him
wakes
like
up?
doing something.
She wakes up and just sucks the shit out of him.
For context,
I-
Isidro is not that guy.
No, he's not. He's not at all.
Like
No,
not
I
I think
even
like that. I
not
think like
even.
It's my-
subconsciously, that's
it's
your
my
biggest fear
fear.
that I am that guy or something.
Whoa, but to be fair,
Yeah,
well, I don't know if you want to
I
like talk
had
about it
past-
in the podcast.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. My past relationship was not good, so
Yeah.
it's like that's probably what's coming up in it too. So it's like,
Like you, that's actually
And
something
he's
that's
not that
happened
guy.
to you that
Yeah.
like, and then you like are really attached to him, and that's the
Yeah.
only thing that he could do that could really
yeah,
hurt you.
yeah.
Which
I
kinda
wake up
makes sense,
sad.
yeah.
Like I wake up so sad,
Does,
and
does
he's just
she
like,
get mad at you? Like
Yes.
you actually cheated?
yes.
I mean,
I get more sad.
Jokingly.
Yeah.
Like
I get
never,
more
actually,
sad.
never actually. No, like if she actually got mad at me, I feel like it'd be an issue. Like I'd
Mm-hmm.
get mad. I'd be
No,
like,
I get
"Yo."
more sad. Like I'm just like, don't do this.
I can't
to me.
believe-
I can't believe you did that.
I'm like, please don't do this to me in real life.
Desgraciado.
No, and yeah, for sure, he's not that guy at all. Like I'm not. It's just my, like he said, some subconscious like fears and like past stuff coming up again, but it's with him, so it's like I don't know.
Hmm.
It's always bad dreams. I hate when I dream those things. It's always the same things.
I always wonder that too because I know right now that you said it, I don't think I can recall when I had like the last time I had a really good dream,
Yeah.
like a nice dream.
Mm-mm.
But I don't think it's that like I mean I don't know, I don't speak for everyone in the room. I don't think it's that you don't have good dreams. I don't say the bad dreams stick with you.
Yeah,
More.
I guess
Yeah.
it's like memories.
Yeah, like if you had a good dream, like unless it was like amazing or whatnot, you're not gonna
I don't remember
recall
when.
it
It's
that well.
basically yeah. Wow. Basically, like the subconscious memories,
Yeah,
not repressed memories, but I mean like the I don't know.
He lost it.
you lost.
No,
it.
but that dream,
Got
the dreams.
Alzheimer's?
The dreaming of your significant other cheating on you, I've heard is super common in like girls. Like they dream that a lot. Like it, like supposed to mean. Like I've heard that a lot.
I kind of know, yeah, because I think the only time that like with like my ex or whatnot. What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Crazy.
Huh?
Yeah, like I don't know. I do remember that. Yeah, like that thing where you're saying, oh, when you would get mad. Like I do remember that. Like if my like ex ever had a dream about me, it was like because of something like that.
That you
she'd
did
be
in
like,
the dream, yeah.
"Why'd you cheat on me in your dream?" And I'm just like, "What the? I didn't do nothing."
Yeah. It's become to the point where he like when I tell him like I had a bad dream, he's like, "What did you dream?" And then I'll tell him it's like within that context, and he's like, "Oh my god, not again."
He's just like, oh, come on.
But like, do you guys ever have a dream about like the person you're with? Like, I mean, I don't know. Like,
the dreams I have of her are never good either, but they're not like that. Like
No,
my,
his are,
my
like-
dreams are always I can't get in touch with her
Oh,
or I
yeah.
can't find her, and I'm always looking for her. So obviously it's
It's some
connected
sort of
to
fear.
some sort of how we
Or like
yeah.
fear.
I don't know what that is. Like I think I don't know what the fuck that is. We're gonna break it down here in this fucking
yeah, no,
I
because
feel
that's
like
what I
it's
want to know.
fear.
Because I'm
my-
trying to think of dreams
like,
that I've
the
had of
first
partners.
vivid dream I had of her.
Try stay on the mic. Try stay on the mic.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
sorry.
okay.
The first
Oh, yeah, I
vivid
remember
dream
this
that I
one.
had of her.
Why'd you go back so much?
No, I think he's good. Because
The
then
first
if he moves,
vivid dream that I had of her was that we were like ice skating,
Oh yeah, I remember this
and
one.
then, and then that we
Weird.
stopped off. It was like very snowy. It was a lake that was frozen, and then obviously like the lake, the like to like the shoreline, it has like a little dip, and then up here was like the little like normally what would be the dirt path, but all snowed in.
Yeah.
And we start walking, and then that she gets like all happy, and she's like, hey, this and that, and she's like you were like spinning around and running, and then she decides to jump into the lake, and then when she jumps into the lake, she goes through, and I run, and I'm like, oh, like I'm trying to get her, but it's like
But
as
you
I'm
can't
trying
get-
to get her, like she's getting further and further away, but the feeling.
It's very
I
real.
always wake up with like
Yeah.
like I like
Yeah.
yeah.
You wake up almost like in a sweat and like your heart
Yeah.
racing and
That-
you're just like, yeah.
A very common theme, and I've looked this one up, and it makes sense that that's what it is taking exams and in high school. And I dream Marco often in those type of dreams. Like it's either him or her that I
Like within a
that,
school
that goes
setting?
to school, or
Like a
me and
school
him in the same
Both
class.
his lovers.
With me and him in the same class, and with her, and
You
then
can't
that
stop
like,
true
oh,
love.
we're a thing, but it's the same thing. Like the bell rings, and I'm like anxious to find her, and I see her walking out the door, and then I chase after her, and she's gone. And it's I'll like try calling,
That's
and
been
she
another
never
one.
answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a trip.
Like it's
It's
always,
always that theme. With
And
you.
then also, I feel like this is like my fear of failure and my fear of inadequacy coming through. Is I when I dream of like school like that, it's always tests, and it's always like I skip, I don't go.
Mhm.
And even in the dream, like Marco will be like, "Dude, like it's a test today, come on," and I'll be like, "Oh yeah," and I don't
That
go.
sounds like Marco.
And it's like, why don't I go? And I've looked it up. I've looked into it, and like, obviously it's perceived as most likely being that, like a fear of
Like failure.
a fear of failure, or a fear of like just being inadequate.
It's like that thing how like you want to go back to school, but it's like you're like don't know if like you should or you shouldn't. So it's like the test is kind of like that. It's like the test that like the thing that you feel like you need to be doing, but like you don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically yeah.
Listen, have you seen the movie Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
Yo,
Such a
what the
long
fuck?
title. Wait,
Yeah.
no.
I'm just saying, like right now, the dreams that you were describing, if you were to watch that movie, it would probably mess you up. Like the dreams that you're describing are like shot for shot. Like even the ice lake with like her like disappearing, like it's a huge part of that movie. It's a breakup movie. It's like a good movie to watch. Like if you're going through like a breakup, I like watching it. It just makes me cry every time I watch it. Like,
It's okay.
oh.
That's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay.
No, I mean, I'm not sure. So, yeah, whatever it is. But, yeah, no, I mean, again, like, I saw it when I was going through a breakup. Like, anytime that I'm going through a breakup or having any feelings like that, it's a movie that I like to watch. It's not a movie that's, like, happy or sad. Like, a lot of people think it's, like, a bad example of, like, toxic relationships or something. I think it's just a good movie to watch to learn how to, like, move past that.
Mhm.
Or, like, you know, when you think of, like, relationships that you've been in, and it's like, I don't know, like you break up or whatever, and you only think about the negative stuff, but then also like learning about like the good stuff and like how you could learn from those things and become a better person after.
Yeah.
Which like I think like again, it's just a movie that like, yeah, I think
It's just a good movie.
yeah, even like you know you like
Yeah, it
the
sounds like yeah.
the romance type movies. I think it's a really and Jim Carrey's in it.
Yeah. It
In a dramatic
sounds
role.
like a theme I'd like.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's a really long title though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll probably watch it someday if you guys want to
This
watch
sounds
it.
interesting. I like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
yeah,
I do
no,
think
those
it's
things.
fears.
Those- yeah.
It's fears that
Tho-
those dreams
Oh,
mean, especially if
that-
it's so common.
that okay. So, not finding her or losing her.
Not being able to contact me is another.
yeah,
We've
not-
had a
yeah.
lot. Like I won't answer the phone in his dreams.
Does she take care of you a lot?
Huh?
Did she like take care of you a lot? Like I don't know, like not
no,
like
you're trying to like connect it. Yeah.
yeah.
That's
I
right,
don't know.
yeah.
I'm just wondering if like I don't know, like you feel like I don't know, like the past year, like with like COVID and stuff, right? Like
Mhm.
you guys only hung out with each other or whatnot,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I'd assume that like she cares for you like emotionally and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like I'm
well,
wondering
no,
if it's
no,
like
for sure.
yeah, like you guys
Yeah.
have a really strong connection. Like I mean, before the podcast, we were talking about friends, like how you don't like sometimes you'll just like stop talking to friends, but the one consistent thing in your life is like her.
Yeah.
So it could be that that's like your deepest connection, and like
Yeah.
what would
Like
suck
losing
the
the
most
connection,
is
yeah.
Oh,
losing
yeah,
that
yeah.
like one person that you know
Mhm.
you talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, and it's funny because, it's funny because that's literally the fear. In my psychology class,
Mhm.
the exercise the teacher did one day was we were talking about like love and relationships and the psychology behind all that, and she was saying how she basically like asked the question to the whole class and took votes like what would be worse to get cheated on
Oh yeah.
emotionally or
Or just
physically.
physically.
Mm-hmm.
And most she said that after she told us after, but most guys vote
Physically.
physical
And the most girls
and
emotionally.
girls emotionally. And then I was the
Heard that
opposite.
too.
Yeah.
I
No, but yeah,
and
no.
like 3 other guys voted no, like
Emotionally.
sex is one thing, but emotionally, like no, like that person's gone.
Yeah. When we were talking
There's
about
no- there's
premeditation and crimes of passion, there's
Yeah.
something about emotional cheating that feels like there was more thought put into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where like physical cheating, it could be something that happens like in the moment
the
that you
moment.
can like
Yeah,
move
yeah.
past like
Yeah, yeah,
later. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. And she's well, I mean I wouldn't say she's the opposite. She's both.
She's both. Just cheating.
No, I mean it would. Which one would hurt more? I mean, they
Mm-hmm.
both hurt like bad, but like the emotional one would hurt more for
Yeah.
me if I had to choose. Because it's
Yeah.
like you said, like it's not just sex. It's like you're literally having another connection
but her
with someone
well,
else.
I say it, but like
You know?
for example, her dreams, it's always reflective of the lustful cheating, not
I
emotional
fucking hate
cheating.
those dreams.
You know what I
dude.
mean?
It makes me
Oh.
like I'll
Like it's
wake
never
up-
like oh like I saw you like talking to this girl or like I read your text or something and you like you said sweet
She like
things to her.
catches you in the act with someone else.
It's always like oh you were like you hugged her
No,
and like she hugged you back really like too friendly. Or you were talking to like these two girls.
See,
and
that's the
like
weird
she's
thing.
like she don't picture
no.
me like hanging out with like hella girls. I'd be like, yeah.
That's the weird thing. And most of my dreams that are like that, he's doing these things in front of me. like and like being a dick about it,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
to
yeah.
me,
Yeah.
like
Sin
in his dreams.
respeto.
Yeah, basically.
Literally,
like
he's
you're
being
not
really
you didn't
mean to
catch
me.
him or you
No,
were spying on
he's
him. He
doing it
literally
in
just
front of me,
like,
like he doesn't
like
care.
not giving a crap about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Which I think that also might reflect on the
past relationship. Yeah.
Yeah.
With them like now hiding it or
Yeah.
just them being so blunt
Yes,
about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the most common theme in those dreams with him.
It's
He's doing
kind of-
them in front
have
of
you
me.
guys
Like, he
read,
doesn't care.
Like, or do you guys know anything about Carl Jung?
No.
Carl Jung?
Man,
I think you've talked about it.
I've talked
Yeah,
about
he
it a lot. I
loves this
love,
guy.
I love.
Yeah, no, it sounds. It
You want me to
sounds like
hold
you. No, you're good. I was just making sure it's plugged in. But yeah, no, I don't know. I guess just talking about this kind of had me thinking about how like, I don't know. I mean, like I could share about like me a little bit, but I was in a long relationship for a while, and it's like recently, like not recently, but relatively recently, like now I'm not in a relationship. So it's like you start reflecting about stuff like when you're in a relationship, and then hearing you guys talk about it. It's kind of funny that like when you're in a relationship, instead of being more like your brain appreciating like the good parts and like all that, you're just focused on like
What could go wrong?
what could go wrong.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna lose this person, I'm gonna like it's gonna go away, and then it's like you never really then take the
Smell the
moment to
roses.
just enjoy it, like
Yeah.
the
It's
moment.
like the type of relationship types. I took a psychology class on relationships,
Mhm.
and it's
Okay,
like
okay.
there's that
She's a professional.
there's that like
Anxious
anxious
dependent.
attachment
Yeah.
style, which I think we both have a little bit of,
Yeah.
or like there's part of it. So it's
Well,
like
I think the I think it's like anything. It's a spectrum. I don't like it always leans, and I think a healthy relationship is leaning on all three.
yeah, because there's
if that makes
companion. There's like a
Mhm.
companionship
it's
one, an anxious
Impossible to
one.
just be like all that bullshit about like that's why to me open relationships are, and I'm gonna say no judgment, but well, no, I'm judging. So
And I don't really
it's
agree with
bullshit.
open
Like it
relationships.
makes no sense to me because it's like
for me.
then it's not. That's not a relationship. Like it should be called something else. Like like
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like it's like
Yeah.
I'm not saying like friends with benefits because I mean technically that's what they are, but they do consider themselves like attached to the other person, from what I understand.
Yeah.
But it's just like, well, you can go and have sex with other people.
Well, see,
But
that's
there's
the thing,
some
that's the-
people
that's the
though
love
that
thing.
do that
And
though,
it's
and they're
like-
okay with it.
No,
That
well, they're
depends
okay
on
with
someone
it.
else.
They're
on their
okay with it.
liking
But what I'm
stuff.
saying is like in my eyes, there's no way that's healthy. Like it might start off okay,
Mhm.
but down
Like
the
something's
line,
gonna
like there's
happen.
there's no way something like that just doesn't end up. Obviously, outliers, and obviously, yeah, people make it work.
Yeah, no,
But-
no. I
but
mean, no. I
most of
get
the
what you're
time,
saying.
you know-
But
Like,
it's
like
just for
whenever
you,
you
something
see,
you wouldn't
Yeah,
yeah,
for me.
whenever you see someone in like a polyamorous relationship or something, it's always something that like starts off polyamorous, but then somewhere along the line, eventually it turns into something
sort
like
of, like-
monogamous or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like where it's just one partner.
Just by the simple like function, like the power dynamics and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's gonna end up with.
No, I mean, no, and again, like I get what you're saying because I want to say like I tend to lean towards like that's what I was gonna ask you, if like you're like that every day. Like, do you have like jealousy, like jealousy tendencies where like you're not okay with him like having like girlfriends? Like, I assume you're not like that.
Yeah, no. Like or I don't know if you would disagree, but like I mean, he doesn't.
I
Like,
disagree. Not to say that she's not like
but like, are you asking?
she's never
like,
told me you can't. But here's the thing: that it's not a
get his
bad
view
thing.
first.
Mhm.
Because I agree with her. Like she could have told me like straight, like I don't want you to have other friends that are girls,
Mhm.
or like obviously not, but friends in the sense of like us, like we're hanging out.
Yeah.
Because I also don't ever have the
Desired.
desire to have, like I don't need another female companion of any sorts because I have her.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like I don't crave any other female companionship because I have her. Like I don't. No, I can't imagine chilling or talking to a girl and getting the same amount of like not like satisfaction, but that like it's not her, so it's just like they're not gonna get me, you know?
Yeah, which
They're not gonna get me, bro.
yeah.
Like,
No,
so-
well, which
Yeah.
I understand, but I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe like I'm like a little different in that sense, like because you know how like she likes like Pixar movies or whatnot, right? Like if when you did go out or whatnot, if she wanted to watch Turning Red or something, like I would hang out, like I would hang out with her. Like, you know, when we were talking about her having friends or whatnot, and you said that you wanted to have more friends, like I feel like to this point I do consider Celeste like a good friend. Like whenever we're messaging each other, like I will message Celeste and ask her about like the podcast a little bit.
Yeah.
But then that does, it's more or less like I'm cool with it because, you know, I know you.
Yeah, but
I don't know if it's, like, a
I
little
don't
different.
have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Like I can't say I'm it's something that I'm used to because
Yeah.
obviously no one else, like, you're the first one to do it.
Yeah.
But it's not something that's like
Yeah,
like
that makes sense.
I don't view it as bad because you're not a random dude.
Yeah.
Like you're our friend. Like that's how I view you.
yeah.
So like there's no issue on my half.
See, yeah, that's where I have just tendencies with him when it's random girls.
Hmm.
Where it's like,
Right. If it was a girl that I've known and it's like obviously I didn't have any friend girls long like
Yeah.
that I knew from how long or
I was
anything.
like, you didn't have any friends?
I didn't have any,
But-
I didn't have
so
any
she
friends.
didn't
Period.
really have to be
I was
like,
like, what
oh,
about
yeah,
Marco?
like, but she, you know,
Marco's
like that
like,
was
you
like,
was
like
more
you
than
said,
a
that's not something
friend.
I'm used
That was
to.
more
So
than a
it's like
friend.
you don't
but it'd be
have
something that was
friends
that
that
would
are
be
girls,
talked
so
about.
it's like,
Basically, I convoluted all this. Like I kind of made it
Yeah,
seem
yeah,
like
yeah.
you're like no, like when we started dating, these are some things you set boundaries.
Yeah.
You clear things. You let everything out in the open, and you
Yeah.
clear the air. And we came up with like, oh, well, this is how I am. This is how you are. Oh, well, we agree or we disagree, and agree to disagree on something, whatever. But she never should have told me like, hey, you can't have. But it was something like it was like, but I don't know how comfortable I'd be.
No,
oh,
okay.
it's like,
it
that's
really
fair.
depends on the situation.
No, no,
no.
though. Like
No,
it's very
okay.
dependent on like who it is and like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like I wouldn't say right now you're not allowed to have friends that are girls. But like you said right now, it's not something I'm used to because you've never had, or since I've been with you, you've never had a friend that's a girl.
Yeah.
Right,
That's
but then I
super
guess
close,
yeah,
like
like
you guys,
I get
you
that,
know?
but
Mhm. I
did I
mean,
make it sound bad?
no.
I'm paranoid that I
don't-
made. I kind of like I didn't mean to
No.
throw you under the bus. Like I don't. You're not like that. That's what I was trying to get
I
at.
totally,
that-
I totally understand it. Like, I guess I've just,
Yeah, this is a deep podcast.
yeah, no.
Bring
it's
your
just-
muck boots because it's about to get fucking knee deep in that bitch.
But I like this type. I like this type of like.
Yeah,
It's a different route than we've been doing, so it's kind of cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's hear
Sorry.
Rico talk. He's
Sorry, go ahead.
No. I guess it's just okay. When I was in community college, right? Like there is just something about like, I mean, I guess you could say like I'm feminine. Like I tend to lean more like feminine like things or whatnot.
Same.
Like, I mean,
no, but you're just not. You're not like aggro.
yeah, and I guess like okay, whenever I would
You're a
meet,
real man, not what society
like I guess like I'm just
depicts a real man. Just the machismo aspect. of
yeah,
it.
like I try to lean away from like the machismo type of stuff. So typically in some of my classes, I just wouldn't get along with the guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just couldn't. Like there's an aspect of them, especially in like when I'm taking a lot of sociology classes, like if there's like some white dudes trying to learn about like race or whatnot, and then somehow they feel like they have a better opinion about it than everyone else in it, like there's always just this condescending attitude that would come from them that I just did not enjoy. So it's like I tend to have like made most of my friends that I made when I was in college were girls, and I was okay with just being friends with them. But then when Celeste was saying like, oh, I guess it would be like situation dependent, I'm also really oblivious when it comes to the fact that like someone would be hitting on me. Like, I think I told you guys about this once, that there was this girl that was talking to me and then wanted to go out
yeah.
when I was with somebody. And I didn't know how, if I was reading the situation wrong, but then I was just like, like, would I go out with her, like, just by herself, like, to, like, a club or, like, to a movie? And was that just, like, as friends? And it was something that I still ran by my partner afterwards to get, like, their opinion on it. They found it funny just because of how oblivious like, she knows that, like, I wouldn't do that. And I guess that's my mentality going through it. I've never been one to be like, oh, I don't want you hanging out with someone of, like, the opposite, like, sex or whatever, because to me, I'm telling you that I don't trust you. Like I know that it's never like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's like that, oh, the other person might make a move or whatever. But I trust you enough to, like, not let that turn into anything. And then I trust you enough to, like, tell me if something were to happen. And, like, I don't know. I guess that's just kind of how I've always viewed it.
I'm also curious to hear Marco's side because he hasn't really said much.
Yeah,
and after you're done,
and
he looks really into the conversation.
But inversely,
I just like listening.
Yeah, but inversely, like, I don't think that. I don't know if it's ever, like, you know, just hanging out with, like, a dude or, like, a girl, like, alone somewhere. Like, it's like something that, like, when you're in a relationship, you really even want to do. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, even if you're not looking for anything romantic or whatever, it's just kind of like, I don't know. I mean, I rarely even hang out with my guy friends, like, one-on-one, like, alone. Right. Like, I feel like anytime we've all hung out, it's always been, like, in a group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I mean, that's just my social capacity. I feel like when we're sitting here alone, we ended up talking about daddy issues. Like, we just got way too deep when we were hanging out by ourselves. Yeah. I don't know.
That's normally how it goes, I feel like.
Yeah.
Every time I've been alone with, like, dudes, it always gets deep.
A little too deep.
Yeah, it just always gets deep.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Marco, what do you think?
What do you think, Marco?
Huh?
Sorry, what?
Sorry.
I lost it. To clarify what... Yeah, I agree with
I felt when I said my comment that I don't want you to think that I'm implying that, like, she doesn't trust you or you don't trust her to be alone with somebody. That's not what I was trying to say when I was making that comment.
I know you were trying to say it, but I don't want all the motherfuckers to to have an opinion.
No, and then that's why I also wanted to say it. Like, that wasn't like me throwing shade or, like, saying that she doesn't trust him. Like, no. I'm pretty sure that when I said that, you could agree with what I'm saying.
When we in the beginning of a relationship, like I said, when we talked about it, I knew that her insecurities weren't anything because of her personality. Yeah. Her insecurities were coming because of her past very toxic relationship.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It'll do it to you.
Yeah,
it will.
Which, again,
takes
like,
a toll on you.
No, but again, like, a good relationship, like, I think, like how you guys are saying, you guys talked about it and worked through it and were able to kind of, like, grow from it. Mm-hmm. Whereas, like, I feel like in a toxic relationship, you bring stuff like that up and then it's like
into their face
and all the time, and it never changes. Mm-hmm. Like, she'll always be like, Isidro, let me see your phone. Who are you texting? No. What are you doing? Yeah. Like, what are they, like, you know, you guys weren't, maybe at the start it could be like that because you're still feel somewhat insecure. Yeah. But then in a good relationship, you'll work past that to the point where you don't need to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
No shade, guys. There's no shade here.
No. Yeah. And then, trust me, like, we're talking, like, getting into some deep conversations. Like, me and Isidro can get into really deep conversations where, like, we'll yell at each other. But like,
they're not mad.
Yeah, and then we'll be yelling at each other and we're like, so we're saying the same thing. Yeah. Yes.
Like,
okay.
Half the time when they get like that, they're agreeing.
It's also because Rigo articulates himself very well and I don't. I'm not. I don't articulate like my.
Wait, what?
Like, my mind is like.
Not just that, but you get loud when you're trying to get a point across.
I'm like the exact same way.
He gets loud,
so I match him. And then he matches me.
Yeah.
But I love that.
Yeah.
Like,
the
reason why.
I'm just like standing there like.
And Marco is always just there like.
Yeah. What the
fuck? He's like, he might as well be eating popcorn. He's like, oh shit, okay.
Sometimes I just like to watch the tea, bro.
Yeah. No. I don't know. I think that's like the most like. I guess like traditional masculine conversations that I'll have are like with Isidro, but it's never like like again, like a fight or like.
No, they're agreeing most of the time. They
Yeah.
just start matching each other's volume.
Pretty
Is what's
hilarious.
happening.
No, and the thing is like, is it me who's matching his volume or him who's matching mine?
I think
'Cause-
it's him who's matching you
Yeah,
because you
yeah,
get loud.
'cause-
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like,
but
No,
he
but
gets
I-
loud.
everyone
I
that
think
knows
it's
me-
we're
Yeah.
very similar in that
He's
we're
getting loud.
we're
It's spiking.
Yeah.
we mirror.
Yeah.
We mirror emotions. We're not the type of people. I'm not gonna say her name, but she was a bakery manager at Food for Less,
Mhm.
and she helped me understand. Like talking to her, she was really
Oh,
cool because she helped me
yeah.
understand a lot of things. Just simply like she's having a rant about like just thoughts I had and shit. And I remember she told me she broke it down very.
Well,
She explained it like I was 5.
Explain it to me
Explain
like
it
I'm
like I'm
She
five.
basically said, she's like, oh, it's because like you mirror people. Like you gotta learn to let the energy that they send towards you just back out. Like picture a string,
Mhm.
and that's just it fills up with like that energy they're giving you, and just cut it, just snap it. And she's like, you don't snap it, you
Mhm.
make another connection mirroring it right back.
Yeah.
You hold it. And she's like, so, because I would rant about people. I'm like, man, sometimes like even people giving me like a bad look
Mhm.
pisses me off. Like I don't like it. And it's not just that, but like it's not coming from a sense of like, oh, they're judging me. It's just the sheer energy they give you with
Yeah.
that look. It just pisses you off. You're like, what the fuck are you looking at? Like, I hate that shit.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
big pet peeve, and I didn't realize it until like I was driving back home from work one day,
it's
and I forgot who I don't know what the fuck. Someone passed by, like at an intersection, and they get the green light and they drive by. I hate when people are just like, bro, I was like, what the fuck are you looking at, dude? Like, what the fuck are you looking at?
Yeah.
Like what can be so interesting about my face?
Huh?
Uh-huh. He whispered so low, I didn't hear you. I was just like,
Bro, but yeah.
Say it, Marco.
And I feel like Rigo is very much the same.
I was just kidding.
But we don't even know what you said.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to see if he would react, like be like, "What?"
No, which I did. I tried to be like, but then you asked me a question, and I was like a deer in the headlights. I was like, I
I
don't know
didn't
what
catch
he said.
I was
I
so
caved, Marco, I
confused.
caved.
Okay.
I was confused, and the fact that I was so confused was what was pissing me off. I was just like, what? No, but yeah.
But I think that's what, when you're saying that, oh, like I'm matching you. I think no, like I'm the same way. Like I remember Eric would tell me this. Like my ex would tell me this. I get it from my oldest brother. I know I do. It's like we're just loud. When we start talking, it just
It's
We
loud.
get
gets
excited.
louder and louder and louder. And then so when I'm talking to you and I know I can get comfortable, I'm like, I'm matching your energy, yes, but I go above and then you're like,
No.
There.
It's like, I'm
We're doing the
Like he needs to get louder, and then he's just like, "I need to get louder."
it really
Yeah.
and it's like I think subconsciously it is like this like you need to come out on top.
Yeah.
Like, no, you hear me.
no, but I don't think that whenever we've debated or anything, I don't think it's that I can produce my thoughts, like convey my arguments more eloquently.
It's just you keep a calmer head.
No, and like I think you also get lost in thought. Like you
Dude.
you try to
110%.
yeah, he's
he does.
saying like a thought, and then he starts
it
jumping
fucking-
to the thought. He's thinking like three
Yeah,
steps
dude,
ahead.
like yeah.
Or
We're
he's
just
just
like,
thinking about something else. I'm telling you, I
And,
think
like,
he has ADHD.
Yeah.
it
Pretty
branches
sure.
out, dude. And I'm like, I thought over here, and this, dude, I could have a great ass conversation by myself.
Yeah, no, but then so I'm arguing the original point, and I produce all my points for that argument, and then
I'm 1 point for each.
yes, and then but then the funny thing is that no matter what his stance is, when I do that, sometimes I feel like I convince you otherwise, like like when we were talking about Jujutsu Kaisen in the last podcast, like he was kind of taken back by like me rating it a 5. But then like I gave my points, and there was no video in that podcast, but I could see Isidro, like he was just like, yeah.
I was like, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
what you said was fair enough. I reacted
Yeah.
emotionally. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That was so
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's like, that pisses me off.
Yeah, it went from here to like, okay. And that's kind of just how our conversations go most of the time.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of like usually the people I get along with the best, I have that.
Mm-hmm.
With, not obviously with Marco I get it, but Marco's the opposite side of the coin. Like Marco doesn't match me. Marco
Levels you out.
levels me out. I'm just
Yeah.
like, yeah, like
Which
He
he
just
also
mo- yeah.
needs
Like,
very much
sometimes
so.
we're in the library. It's cause, bro, chill, dude.
yeah.
We're the library.
Hey, take it easy.
Take it easy, take it easy.
Yeah.
Which is good that you do that because I'm doing that on a daily basis with him too.
Yeah.
It's like, shh.
Yeah, yeah. And
Like
she,
I'll
yeah,
literally be
she's-
like,
she
out of like,
catches me. She's really good at catching me.
No, and
Like she's really good at like I've been surprised.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, I don't know what you've never seen me like mad. I don't think, but you're really good at catching when like people frustrate me, like when we're in
Yeah.
a public or something, or just
I can tell by your face.
yeah, like you can. Well, then again, I guess
And your demeanor kind
I'm
of
very-
just you just get a
it
lot
ju-
more serious.
my emotions just show on my face very easily. Like I can't handle.
He's got that stank face.
Yeah, I got that steak face.
you know,
I think more so than just his face, your demeanor. It's just you just get like I can tell like when you can tell when he's in something like he's like in it.
No,
his
like-
whole body when he's something pisses he like falls back a little bit.
like right
And
now
he's
when
just
no
kind of,
no
like, yeah.
he's just a very
He's passionate.
physical
Yeah,
like
he's-
person.
yeah,
like
yeah.
right now when we were talking about the
Mhm.
movie, like I could make an impression of his face, like what he says. Like
Yes.
he'll just be like, oh, like
Yeah.
I'm listening. like you can tell. Like
The freaking
like dude, what the fuck? Like he's very expressive in that
Yeah,
way.
he's
So
very-
you
yeah.
can tell like his
Mhm.
entire body changes.
Yes, yeah.
Like I'm saying, like earlier when we were debating on to start the podcast, I didn't need to ask him if he
You
wanted
could
to.
see
I
it.
could tell he didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Like he's
That's
just
why I
sitting
told
there.
you
He's
so
just
like
like,
the way he answered it means no.
Yeah,
Even when he
with-
says sure.
we're like,
it's
let's do the
no.
podcast. He was like, yeah, we can do it. I don't mind.
And
I'm
his
just
body's
like,
just here like on his phone and like slouched down.
It's like,
and
yeah,
stuff.
let's do it.
yeah. And I don't know. I mean, I think having then like then having like Marco is like it also really helps. Like
Mhm. Thank you, Marco.
because like we're
I
just
don't know
like
what I did.
yeah, and I mean just
Exactly.
being there, like just chilling. Like I don't know. I know when we're talking.
Even looking at him, like
Your
once you
chill
once you catch
personality.
him and you realize that he's just there looking at both of us get louder and louder,
You're just like, whoa.
it breaks you out of it. You're like, oh shit. You're like, oh, someone here is
See, you don't
not
even have to
being
do
a fucking.
anything, Marco.
I'm just like, whoa.
You just
Yeah.
have to sit there.
We're like, and then Celeste will be more like, okay, like I don't know, like I like having like just like because earlier I don't even know what we were arguing about earlier, but Celeste was like, you guys are saying the same thing, and
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, she was like,
most of the
it's okay, stop fighting. I was like, I didn't even know they were fighting.
yeah.
I just said it like as in like a like all right guys like in a joking way. I know they weren't fighting, but
yeah.
you guys
I
were saying the same thing. You guys were just going back and forth with
What
it.
were you talking about?
I don't know. Which again, like, like we're not ever arguing about anything we actually care about.
That's the thing.
It's just maybe it was podcast stuff. Like,
Honestly, don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Oh, I
That's how
remember.
insignificant it
I
was.
remember what it was.
what was it?
I ain't gonna tell you.
You don't remember. No, you don't remember. You don't remember.
I do remember.
No,
No,
you
you
don't.
don't.
Bullshit.
No, you don't.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Bet,
No, you
bet,
don't.
bet,
your
Bullshit.
bluff.
bet.
What was it about, Marco?
You guys were talking about that.
If it's personal, I could bleep it out.
No, I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding.
You don't know.
No. So what it was is that Isidro
Celeste and
Celeste in the
liking
movies and the Pixar movies.
Oh yeah,
You were
yeah.
you were
Oh.
overestimating her capacity to want to watch a different style of movie.
Yeah, and I was okay because the thing is, like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like the people that watch the podcast know this, but then for the people that don't know us, like, I like watching movies like multiple times. I mean, I've seen like Batman, like, and you give me
It's a
like a
movie
genre of
connoisseur.
something that you like enjoy or something. Like, I want to share something with you that you'll like, And I've been trying to pick out movies that I think like Celeste will like.
Because I'm very picky.
'Cause she's very picky.
Genre of movies. that I
Yeah.
watch.
And I felt like I had picked something out that like I want her to watch. But then Isidro was just like, oh, you know, you're like overestimating. But it's like, we haven't watched a movie that like
You
I wanted her
specifically
to
picked
watch.
out that you'd think I'd like.
Yeah, like we've just been picking movies that we can all watch, and like maybe Celeste might like it, maybe not. And then so yeah, we were just going back and forth about that, and then we were like, oh, we're
Ended
just
up
saying the
saying the
exact
same
same thing.
thing.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah.
But yeah, it's just it's just
Okay, so you
fine.
did remember Marco.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know one thing you remember out of everything.
They always underestimate me.
It's like the things that I
Oh, doesn't
expected to
Fabio?
at least remember.
He remembers.
Yeah, well, it's because everything else he was involved in. That was the one thing he wasn't.
Yeah,
that
true.
he remembered.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
He might have seemed like he was in his own world, but he's like in tune with everything going on, huh?
sometimes it's just a vibe, bro.
He's just there, but he's like taking everything in.
Yeah, he just sits
Quietly.
back and observes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I don't know. I think that was good.
Wow, what a good conversation we just had.
Yeah.
That was deep.
Felt like I was watching an episode of Dr. Phil.
I just saw like Marco's like head. He was just going from like listening to Rigo to listening to us to like watching Rigo talk to watching us talk. It's like he was watching like a movie or something.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. Like I said, like sometimes I just like to listen.
What's your opinions on it?
On what?
What we talked about. Like,
Everything?
Like,
Yeah,
well, I
like,
guess you don't have to-
Relationships and like jealousy.
just like in general, like in overall. You don't have to go in like.
I guess like just summarized.
Yeah.
I feel I don't know a whole lot about like the attachment types.
Mhm.
I just know a few, but based on an overview, right? I would say I fall into the companion
Mhm.
attachment type.
And you can
Be-
be in
Be-
like several ones. You can't. You don't just
Oh.
fall into one. Like you can be in
Oh,
several.
okay.
like part this and part that.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah,
not
like a
necessarily
spectrum.
Yeah.
one.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, I think it mainly stems from the fact of just like my past,
Mhm.
right? For the people who don't know, I had a pretty rough upbringing regarding like my parents, and so I feel like there's definitely baggage when it comes to relationships, just because of, like I said, previous
Just past,
experiences.
yeah.
Yeah, and I guess I'm a person that like when I'm passionate about something, I like to do something about it. You know, I think you should. I think it's just a pure form of expression,
Mhm.
right? It's just like if you want to go hiking, then go hiking. If you want to learn how to play like sports, go play sports. If you want to learn how to play guitar, right, then just you should do it. You know, you should never think of yourself in the sense of like, oh, like I really want to do this, but I'm gonna suck. Oh, like I really want to like do this, but I'm not gonna be good or whatever. You should always try to be the best version of yourself because only you truly know what your passions are,
Mhm.
right? And I feel like I'm companion type because my parents just didn't seem like they had that,
Mhm.
you know? And then obviously they went through a really like sloppy divorce and stuff. And I feel like that's something I've always kind of wanted for myself,
Mhm.
right? Like I want someone
To have.
to share moments with.
Mhm.
I want someone that like, hey, like even if they're not into like the thing, you know, like if she wants to watch, I don't know, like a scary movie, and I don't want to watch a scary movie, like okay, I'll watch a scary movie with you,
Mhm.
just because I want to spend the time with you.
Yeah.
I like having personal time with the person.
Mhm.
Hey, I want to go on a hike. I don't really feel like going on a hike. Okay,
Well,
but
share
I'll do
experiences
it
with
because
them.
I
Yeah.
want to. I want to be like hang out with you.
Mhm.
You know? Does that come off as like clingy? I don't mean it like
No.
clingy way.
I would say you just want to share experiences with that
Yeah. I
person.
I think it's
Like,
clingy depending on what on the other person's attachments are too.
Yeah.
And-
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that I would just add to it, that I don't know, right now that you were describing it, it kind of reminded me of something that I was thinking of. Like, I think it's a nice thing to have,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also something that, like, if it isn't there, it shouldn't be, like, not forced, but, like,
Relationships are like farts. If you
'Cause-
gotta force it, it's probably shit.
no, well, like, what I'm saying is, like, how you're saying right now, right? That, crap, I lost my train of thought. Like, you have a lot of patience.
Oh yeah.
You have a lot of patience in like waiting for like, you know, for someone to like gain that like interest or
Mhm.
whatnot and like share that interest with you, and it's like you'll give people time to like, you know, do the
Get to that point
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
want
yeah,
to
yeah.
see. Yeah.
but then it's also like it could get to like a point where it's like you're seeking that companionship like too much to the
Mhm.
point where it's just kind of like
I don't think.
That's why it depends on the other person's
Yeah, it
attachment
depends on-
style.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Too,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Like I don't expect to be with that person 24/7.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like because
I didn't get that from what you
yeah,
were
like
saying.
I think it's important. I think it's important for both people to still retain the individual.
Yeah.
You know, like obviously, like there's things that I'm gonna like that you particularly maybe not like. You know, that I don't want to date myself essentially.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I like being challenged sometimes.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like I think that's keeps you on your toes. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
I like it when someone can show me something new.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I like to like do physical things. Like I like to go on hikes. You know, I like to go hunting. I like to do like outdoor stuff. You know, like I want to go to the aquarium. Like I want to go to places. You know, and if someone is just willing to like play a different board game with me or watch a specific movie, like I'm okay with that too. You know what I mean? Like, and we don't have to like the same things. Like, you know, if I want to play a video game, but she wants to like read a book next to me, like that's totally fine with me. You know what I mean?
You said it's like
I just
companionship.
yeah, like I
attachment.
just want to have personal time.
You want to share experiences with them. Is
Exactly.
the main thing.
Like,
yeah.
like I have a lot of fun at like family gatherings, you know, like birthdays and stuff like that. My family likes to throw cake, right? It gets pretty intense. It's fun. It can be a little annoying sometimes, but it's fun. And you know,
I
not
just
that
want to eat the cake.
yeah. There's been times, bro, where
Why
they
are you
just throw all
throwing
the
it?
cake and there's no cake.
Dang, that must suck.
It really does.
When you're craving the cake,
It
and you're
really
just like,
does.
it's on the walls.
Yeah, but now I think we buy extra cakes. Anyways, yeah, like sorry, I'm losing my train of thought too.
No,
You
no,
wanna
no.
share experiences with
Yeah,
them.
no, and kind of like what I was saying, it wasn't the like I was saying like like have precaution with like the person that like you're attaching to,
Mm-hmm.
in that like they're not taking advantage of that and then like
Patience?
taking up too much of your time, like where you lose yourself, where you're just like you're open to like new things, but then it's just like you start becoming
Yeah.
like someone else.
No,
just to,
yeah,
like-
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
there's
then
not-
it sounds like you want to keep your individuality.
Oh
which
yeah,
is,
like
an
there's
important thing to
nothing
do.
wrong with you liking something that someone showed you.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of my music taste comes from people that other people have showed me, and I'm like, you know what, that's pretty cool. And then I'll myself, English words is hard.
I myself.
Yeah, me, myself, and I. Yeah, you know, like I said, I like having my ideas challenged. You know what I mean? I don't want someone like arguing with me all the time, but like, hey, you know, have you tried this? Not really. Here, take a listen. Okay, you know, that's cool. You know, I like being shown new things, and I like to show people new things.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I'm a big nerd, right? So if I see like a bug or something, I'm more impressed by it than
Or clovers
you would
and
and
he's
think
yeah.
probably
I am.
gonna eat it.
Yeah. I do sometimes think about like maybe it tastes good, right?
He's single, ladies.
Hold on.
Yeah, with the, you know, he'll eat some clovers for
This is the
you.
part where I do the hair flip.
Holy shit, that was majestic.
I don't know if I'm majestic.
Damn, you can't do it
Embarrassing?
anymore.
Maybe.
You can't do it
Um,
anymore.
Yeah, Cedric got a haircut.
He's looking clean as fuck.
They cut him though. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
cute as fuck.
Yeah, no, but I think that's you got a good. I think you got a good roundup of like what you were saying that you were
Yeah.
looking for and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, which like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like we're all kind of echoing the same things in terms of like things that like you look for in like people. And again, there
I
was like
forgot-
no shade.
I forgot to raise my voice.
Hmm?
I forgot to raise my voice.
Oh, you're good. We're like next to the mic this time, so we're good.
No, I meant to so that you
Yeah,
said you
like,
can match me.
so I can match him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just never known you guys for being like all that jealous type of like people, which is like why I kind of just I don't know. I think that's why we all kind of get along. We all kind of have like the same vibe. Like,
Mhm.
I mean,
I've always been of the belief in general, especially when you bring up jealousy, if I got food on my table, everybody's gonna eat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, oh,
I did this. This is for me.
yeah, it's for me. Like, if I have things, if I anything, like, I'm gonna share with people I care about, because like my happiness is their happiness, and their happiness is my happiness.
Yeah.
So it's like, I've never been the type to, like you said, be envious or
like keeping
what's
score.
the word? Envious. I won't say that I've never felt. I think it's normal to feel like that. Like I said, the fear of inadequacy. And that,
You lean further away. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just he backs up and then he goes like this.
He's the one I think that we suffer with the most with regarding mic stuff. Like, not even,
we
I
need to get
forget
him
we're
his
even, like,
own
recording.
mic. Yeah, we need to get him his own mic and just duct tape. Yeah.
Fucking.
He was going on his deep point. And
I'm gonna talk over here.
yeah. No.
You immediately get into like the thinking man pose.
Yeah, no. We've talked about this extensively. Like I feel like when we hang out, we're all kind of the same way in that sense. Like when we buy movie tickets or whatnot, like one of us just buys them, and then it's like, oh, when we get to the place, it's like, oh, just buy the snacks. Like, who cares? And it's like later on, it's like we can, like, I'll spot you back. Like we're not like, again, like you said, like keeping score, like on like things that we're doing. And it's like when one of us like can't do something, it's like we just say like, hey, like I can't do it, but it's like, but we'll still like include you to do it. Like,
yeah. There's never no expectation or I don't know. It's just chill.
yeah.
Like there's no
Unconditional love.
bullshit. Like we're just
Pretty
not
much,
bullshitty
yeah.
people.
I like to say that, like, we just kind of just tell each other like what it is that like,
And if you didn't know, well, now you know.
yeah, like we tell each other like what it is, like how to like, I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like we've ever really gotten on each other's nerves. I've had friends like, I don't know, like you had your old roommates, like you've had other friends or whatnot, that like eventually you kind of get to the point where you argue or like, you know, you have disagreements or whatnot. I feel like whenever we've had arguments, like we just squash it like on the spot, and then it's like,
We've had disagreements.
yeah, I don't feel like we've had, because we just kind of voice.
And it's one of those, like, you get the whole like, if you don't fight with your friends, or if you like, they're not real friends, because people have the perception that like, oh, you're not saying your true feelings, and it's like, why is it that saying your true feelings always has to be matched with
Aggression
in a fight, whether it's verbal, physical, whatever? It's just like, no, that again, that.
Damn, we lost you guys.
That shit was a solid ass thud. It was like
time. Boom. Action.
We lost you guys. Oh my god. Don't knock on
an
that.
hour and a half.
Yeah. Well, we kind of went. It took us a while to start.
Is that our cue?
Wait,
Stop.
Yeah.
wait. Le tengo que dar de comer a la perra. La perra hambre que tengo.
Yeah, I think the camera would be a little off right now, but that would be our cue to like end the podcast. Yeah.
It's been like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah. No, which I mean is how long our normal
Yeah.
episodes are. Yeah, but I feel like we talked about way more stuff this time.
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like
I think we can continue this and like go into other conversations based off of this in the next one, just because I feel like we can go in so many routes right now. Like right now, you mentioned like friendships right now. You know,
Yeah.
what you were saying right now about like being able to like speak your feelings and stuff. It's like right when you said that, I was like, that's how I know I had a toxic friendship all those years, all throughout like high school and like elementary school, middle school. The one I was telling you guys about. Because I was like, she made me scared to share my like feelings with her because she'd get mad. Because I was scared she was gonna get mad at me. So I was never had that comfort of being able to like tell her how she was making me feel, or something was making me feel. Because I was scared she was gonna get mad at me.
Yeah.
That was the whole friendship, basically. The whole 10-year friendship. That's how it was.
That just sounds like it's like.
But we can
It's
get
just
into
fear. You know what I mean?
I can say a whole story about that friendship. So if you want to hear about it, comment down below.
Yeah, yeah.
still
It was
can't say-
very toxic.
Yeah, and tell us what you think about relationships and stuff. I don't know. And again, like, I don't feel like it's ever coming from like a toxic like standpoint, which again, I think that's why we needed to clarify earlier, like when we were talking about jealousy or like having friends. Like, I don't think it's something, because I knew exactly what you were talking about, but like, I know that the way that it's said can sometimes come out toxic, where it's like, there's people that say like, oh, well, you know, if you're like, there, guys can't be friends with girls and girls can't be friends with guys. Like, people have that like concrete opinion that is just kind of like, but that's not really the place that you were coming from. You're just coming from a place where it's like, well, I have Celeste, she fulfills like all my needs, and I just don't really feel the need to have like a girlfriend.
Yeah,
like,
so, like,
yeah.
you've never gone through the experience
Yeah.
of like, hey, I'm bringing a girl over to hang out with us, or I'm
Yeah.
gonna go eat with a friend.
And-
it's like,
And that's just how we all are, I think. Like, in general, I just don't know any of us for being like you're just being like, hey, I met someone new today at school. Like, they're my new friend. They're going to come hang out with us. Like,
yeah, no.
Yeah.
like, it's not just that we don't want to make friends with girls or make friends with, like, we just don't make new friends.
Yeah, like we don't make an attempt. Like, we make an attempt. If it happens naturally, it's like, hey, this guy's pretty cool.
Yeah, like I'm down to
Whatever,
hang out with
you know?
people.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
not something that like, hey, you want to come over tomorrow or something? It's like, no.
I
That's
think-
just reserved.
I-
That's just reserved for the real homies.
I think I need to hang out with someone a couple times before I can be like, all right,
Okay.
let's go have like a bar. Huh?
Huh?
I mean, that too.
Oh shit! I was
Which
down
is kind of
I
funny
was
that,
down
like,
your pants on the first date.
no, which is kind of funny how, like, me and Celeste, like, ended up in your guys' life.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, I know.
we come from like different parts, like
from
the
the
state. Yeah, so, yeah, you know, it just happens, and now we have a
crazy.
podcast.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Interesting time.
yeah, a lot was said. Let us know if you think any of what we said was toxic. If you need us to like clarify what we're saying.
If anything that was brought up you want to hear more about too,
Mhm.
let us know that.
What do you guys want us to talk about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious, like,
This type of talks, do you even enjoy this type of talks, or do you like the movie?
yeah, do you like reviews?
How long ago?
I think just right now.
Just right now.
Is it better?
Is it going back?
Well, it's at 0 now.
What do you mean?
Like the time went to 0.
Oh no! Hold on. Sorry, guys. I might edit this later.
Technical difficulties. Stand by. In the meantime, enjoy this elevator music.
No, we didn't.
ASMR.
Well, still there.
ASMR elevator music. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I don't know what to do now.
I was like, oh my god, I just lost everything.
In other news,
No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I think.
Record again?
yo, this mic has a cool ass color. This is like my favorite color. I'm just gonna say that dead ass. This is my favorite fucking color right here.
All right. I think. Oh, I think it also got full. I think like the disc will be full. So if anything, we could all just say bye out of this mic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. A group shot.
Alright, guys.
Yeah. We had the mic got disconnected, and then we lost some memory space. I don't know what to
I
say.
have to clear up some stuff.
Yeah.
tall for this.
Yeah, I don't know if your heads are coming out because the frame's kind of low.
Do you want me to go around?
No. I think we're good right here.
No, wait.
It was centered on the couch.
This video this time is gonna be.
That was embarrassing. Aquí no, daddy.
Come here, Papa.
Dude.
All right, so I don't know if you want to lean in. I don't know how far out
my
it
God.
goes over there. But yeah, thanks for checking out our friend's house this week.
Put it right in front of your face, bro.
Let us know if you want to talk about more stuff.
If you watch this far, comment what emoji should they comment?
Yo, what am I doing?
A heart for relationships.
All right.
The eggplant emoji.
Oh my god.
Eggplants?
Eggplants.
comment the little dream emoji, like the little like cloud. You know, the one that turns into a cloud.
Oh, like the little bubble.
Yeah, like the little thought bubble thing.
Little
for
thought
like
bubble.
dreams. Or
What do you
something.
want us to talk about? I'm
You know
interested.
what emoji I'm talking
Do
about.
any of you guys have questions for us?
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't know.
Joanna, do you have any questions for us?
Yeah,
Or one commenter.
We might have answers.
I think we could have a really good conversation about toxic friendships. So
Have some stories on that.
yeah, I mean that's kind of you guys were having some conversations about some of that earlier. She's got some stories. I got some stories. So maybe we could talk about that. So tell us
What you want to hear?
Tell us what me and Isidro do to each other too.
Pause.
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 All right. How do we talk to each other? I don't know. We yell at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little Easter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we yell at each other and then do the little dream emoji.
Yeah.
Little cloud bubble thing.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I'm talking about. I know they're gonna know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Exactly what you're
Yes.
talking about.
You don't know. But yeah, thanks for coming to our friend's house. Want to play the song? Or...
You're gonna have to sit on his lap
Oh,
again, Marco.
man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Aguas vale porque si le doy, ¿eh?
Poquito para atrás. Poquito para atrás.
Hazme campo, vale.
This video is gonna be so fun. This episode.
Aquí le llegamos. Otra vez, aquí desde el rancho.
The vibrations of
It'd be funny if it stopped recording.
I
and
know.
Right now we're just like the camera when it fell. Oh. And now we're just standing looking at a black screen.
Do I go?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Are you even in the video, dude?
No, bro.
Our friend's house.
podcast.
Right.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
That was fun.
We did it, guys!